Right, this is the 951 fuel issues we've been having. As you can see, this is the fuel transfer pump, engine driven. You can see this has been apart before. It's had two dots there, look. So that's been apart in the past. The problem yesterday was fuel was leaking out of what seemed to be an overflow pipe. We took it apart and had a closer look, and there's a little valve here held in by a spring and a cap, and when we sort of resealed it, it stopped. So I'm assuming, not 100% sure, that it's a pressure relief valve for the fuel transfer pump. So I just brought it home last night to have a closer look at it. Been cleaning it all up, cleaned internally, cleaned the little valve there. So we're putting the O-ring on there. It's difficult to get. This is the original O-ring, which is a bit flat and a bit rough, to be honest. It's not hard as such. I've seen worse. So I managed to get the closest I can find to match it out to my box. So hopefully that'll cure one problem with the leaking overflow pipe. But I'm not quite sure. Perhaps anybody could enlighten me on it. But I think it's like a pressure relief system, which if it reduces too much pressure, it just relieves the pressure by dumping it down this pipe, which is open to atmosphere. It's not connected to a tank in any way. It's just to the ground. The other problem was when we took this off, and we took this pipe off to have a closer look. I've never seen a pipe so blocked up as this one. Initially I thought it was fine, but on close inspection it was blocked from there to about there. So I managed to get a drill bit down as far as there. Tried soaking it, blowing it with my compressed air line, put 100 psi through it, nothing. So I put the heated all the pipe up on our cooker gas ring, gently tapped it, put some release oil down, sprayed some more air into this. I clamped a hose on there, put full pressure on it, and it took about an hour to clear this pipe. It wasn't rust, it was mud. It was like a very fine compacted earth. And it was absolutely solid. I would say about here. I would say nearly half of the pipe was blocked. This end was okay, but this end was particularly. I'd used a drill bit on my battery drill to drill out that contents in there. It was just really compacted. I've never seen a small pipe so compacted. It was rock hard. So it's nice and clear. So the next stage now is to rebuild this. This bolts onto the side of the engine, and that is the tacho of the top of the drive there. As I said, it's been apart before because you got two little dots there. So it has been apart over this working life. But I guess the compacted earth or whatever it was in there the machine was taken into service in 1987, and I don't think it's been run, if any time, from that time to this time. So it's a combination of all this open to the elements, and I think it was just a spares machine basically to start with, but now we're getting close now to get it to a running machine again, which is good. So the way that goes into there, that way. You got the spring, which is checked. It looks pretty good condition, cleaned it all up. And then there's the cap then, which the spring fits inside the cap, so it basically does that. So that's the way it goes into that hole there. So hopefully we can get some proper fuel delivery. But what got me, we were pumping. It wasn't pumping very good on our hand priming pump. And when we found out that the inlet and outlet was mixed round, there was seemed that we thought it was hydraulic in, but it's actually was trying to pump back into this pipe, which is the feed pipe. So because of the blockage, it obviously couldn't pump. So that's a lesson learned. So that's clear. That's resealed. Pump's cleaned. So the next stage now is to obtain a good set of batteries, and hopefully we can get a start out of it. But I think that's all for now. I'm going to put this back together. I'll put this back in the car, ready for probably Saturday, see how it goes. But this is the original O-ring out of it. It feels rough actually. It's not hard as such, but it feels rough. So if anybody can come up with an answer, I think it's some sort of, it is a pressure relief valve, and it dumps the fuel to ground really. It doesn't return back to the tank, it just dumps it down into the belly plate. So it's definitely that we definitely, this is the cause of that leak, because we originally found it by tapping the pump. We thought something was sticking in it, so we tapped it gently with a nylon mallet, and we could see an alteration in flow out of the drain. So that pointed us towards this then. But it's been cleaned out and blown out, cleaned right through, put an airline through it. So I'm hoping that'll cure that problem. So till next time.